What do all successful companies have in common? How are they able to achieve such success with their products? How do they achieve such high sales? I looked at many successful companies worldwide and investigated what successful factors do all those companies have in common. What can we learn from that? How can you profit from that? How can you take those successful factors and use them in your business in order to boost your sales? I found 4 main successful factors all those big companies have in common. Let's check what those are and how you could use them for your business here in Japan. First, learning. Your product needs to solve a huge pain of your clients. Your clients will pay adequate amount of money for the pain you solve for them. If the pain is small, they are ready to pay a small amount of money. If they have a huge pain which your product or your service can solve for them, then they will be also willing to pay for that, accepting a higher price. You should look for real existential problems of your clients, whether it's people or it's other enterprises. Do your market research and find out what are the real pain points of your target clients. Is it to grow their reputation? Is it to avoid pain? To avoid losing something? Do they want to have better relationship? Do they want to earn more money? Do they want to increase their bank account? The bigger the pain is which you are targeting, the better it will be accepted by your clients and the more they are willing to pay for that. Take a simple example. If a window of your apartment gets broken during the winter season, your pain will be quite high because a lot of cold air is coming into your apartment, and we know the Japanese winter can be quite freezing, so you will have a high willingness somebody to close this, to fix this quickly. For sure, you can also try on your own, but every one of us knows that only a professional can fix it properly. So that's why you will be calling quite quickly your apartment management or your landlord directly, or maybe directly a company to fix this. You will be also willing to pay more than you would regularly pay for that, because you are in a big need to close this freezing cold window. Second tip is focus on clients who have purchasing power. What does it mean? If the bank account of your clients is quite big, then they are also willing to pay for high prices much easier. It sounds a little bit capitalistic, but this is the fact. If you're addressing a high pain and then demand a high price for that product or for that service which you offer, it's logical that only the clients who have some money can also spend on that. And this is a real important tip. Focus on clients with purchasing power. At the end of the day, from the revenue which you receive, you will deduct all your expenses. Only that margin which is left over is the profit your business is generating for you. So that's why, if you want to increase your profit, you need to increase the margin. The easiest way to increase the margin is by calling out high prices. The higher the price, the higher your revenue will become. And then after deducting the cost, the margin will be quite high. And only with a high margin, you can use this for further growth of your business. And you can also use this to build up your own wealth. Ideally, a client does not buy only once at your business. Ideally, your client buys regularly at your business. This means that every client you have has a life cycle, and this is called the lifetime value, which your client is generating for you. And the higher this lifetime value is, the better it is for you. So you should aim to have a high lifetime value of your clients. And you can increase this lifetime value by, for example, higher prices. And higher prices are only paid by clients who have purchasing power. The third success factor is the targeting. The better you know your target clients, the easier you can target them. If you are not clear on who are actually your target clients, who are actually the people which you would like to get into the prospect status and then later into the client status, so they really buy a product from you. The better you're aware of your target clients, the better you can communicating with them, addressing them, offering them your product, which businesses often forget quite easily and do not pay attention. But this is really important. The easier the targeting is, the easier it would be to sell, and the easier your product can reach them. And the final tip is to focus on the growth of the market you are acting in. So ask yourself, what is the potential of your market to grow? Is it high? So is there a high chance that a lot of people are buying from that market? Or is the potential of growth really small? So this means that there's only a small amount of people coming into the market, and actually there are not so many people in the market. A really great concept to check that comes from Gartner, and they invented the concept of the Gartner hype cycle. They analyze hypes. For example, Facebook. The first time, many years ago, when Facebook went online, first they started small, but then it also became a quite huge hype. So this means a lot of people were talking about it. You met your friends there, you were asking your friends to join. So it was also a huge hype which became bigger and bigger, and also the market of Facebook grew constantly. Nowadays the hype is over, and actually nobody talks so much about Facebook. You're just using it. You're using it as a normal day commodity. And the Gartner hype cycle demonstrates this quite well. So as soon as a topic comes onto the market, you will see where you can position this topic on the hype cycle. And if you know where a topic is currently at, then you can also forecast for the future how the topic might be behaving. Here comes your chance to invest properly. If you know the status of the hype, then you know where you can earn money. And actually on this hype cycle, it's especially the beginning where the hype is high, and then later on at this plateau of productivity. And on the other side, you can also deduct, you can also learn not to invest in a dying market. Let's take the market of the newspapers, for example. Newspapers are still produced, but there is no growth in that business anymore. That's why investing into a newspaper business is currently not a good idea. Study the statistics, study the market. The better you know the market, the better you know how to behave in the market. What did you learn? You learned 4 critical success factors which many huge successful companies are using. Those factors are: focus with your product on a huge pain. Be clear on your target clients. Focus on clients who have a big purchasing power, who are willing to pay high prices. And invest in growing markets. Focus on markets who have a potential of high growth. I hope you liked this really quick overview of the 4 critical success factors which profitable businesses are using. Which of those can you make use of here in Japan for your business? Now, what is your business here in Japan? Which products do you sell to clients? If you look at those 4 factors, can you answer them easily for your business? Thank you very much for watching. 頑張ってください。ありがとうございました。